On a typical day, a typical final year student, Angel, walked aimlessly, leaving her class to the crowded corridor of her school. It was the last class that she had to attend before graduating. Everyone in her class seems to have a great future ahead in their grasp. Yet, she still has no idea what the future may hold for her. There is a saying that goes, "The future is completely open, and we are writing it moment by moment." And it just seems like her page is a white blank page. She doesn't have any moment to write about her future, nor can she figure out what she's doing with her life. With a lot of things in her mind, the library caught her eyes. Something inside kept telling her to go there. Walking in, she started looking at the books. Nothing was interesting enough to catch her attention as she strolled around for a moment, until finally she found the computer somewhat rather captivating. The desktop seemed to be empty, except for only one app. A mysterious game with an interesting icon. Looking at it, she got curious.
Oh, a warning? Well, nothing to lose, I guess. I don't have anything to do anyway. Might as well try it. Oh, my head. It's very easy. Whoa, what? What happened to my hands? And my clothes? Is this real? Why is it so cold here? What is going on? Where am I?
Greetings, young adventurer.
Who are you? Do you know me?
This world has been consumed by an evil power, and you, an adventurer with gifted blessings, have been chosen to free this world from evil. To be able to fight them, you will need to recognize your own abilities. Your abilities will be handy to fight the final boss. Young adventurer, the fate of this world is now in your hands.
The young adventurer wandered around, trying to find what she could do in the cold, snowy wilderness. She tried to cut down a tree and failed. Starting to feel hungry, she tried to catch a fish to make herself a meal. No such luck either. It's getting too cold for her to bear, so she tried to set a fire to make herself warm. Unfortunately, the fire didn't even spark. No fish, no warmth. She looks at the trees across the unlit bonfire.
At least I should try to pick some fruit from that tree, right?
She strives to climb that tree. After several attempts, all she got were bruises from the fall.
Why is this so hard? What is wrong with me? I tried my best and nothing went right. I failed everything. I can't even get myself food to eat. Aren't I supposed to be the young adventurer who saves this world from evil? Am I as useless as a broken pot? What should I do now?
The young adventurer was as hopeless as she could be. Things might be rough sometimes, but nonetheless, she had to continue. From afar, she saw a silhouette that looked like 5 people standing.
Who is that?
She hummed. She came across a person who was stirring something in a pot. Poison, maybe? Continuing her walk, she came across someone else. This time, the person was lifting blocks of wood.
Wow, can't believe she could actually cut down a tree by herself. Trees in this world are tougher than steel.
Next to the craftswoman, a person was using a bow and shooting arrows. A hunter.
A bow with an arrow? If only I had that, I would not be hungry right now.
The last person she saw, someone with a sword, slashing it in the air. A swordmaster. While admiring those people, she felt something touching her shoulder. Startled by it, she hesitantly glanced backward.
Hello there, little lady. Like what you see? Are you spying on us?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. I swear. I was just looking around.
Oh, it's not suspicious in the slightest.
Looking at you guys having your own abilities makes me feel mesmerized. Compared to all of you, I'm just a speck of dust.
Here, let me introduce you around. Don't worry, we're nice people, and perhaps you can learn some things from us.
If you don't mind.
Little lady, meet everyone. This is Julia, the witch. She creates potions for the team. Next, Andrea, the craftswoman. She manages our equipment. And there is John the hunter. He is the one who hunts for our food. Next to John, there's Lancelot, the swordsmaster. He is our fighter. And lastly, there's me, Spencer. I am the tank that protects everyone in this team. And what about you, lady?
Call me Angel, but I don't have anything to say about my abilities. I'm just me, a person with no skills or abilities. Useless, you may say.
Why don't you come along with us? You may find your abilities then.
Are you sure?
Of course, there will be an infinite number of adventures waiting for us. So, little lady, are you ready?
The long-awaited journey has finally begun. Angel and her new party started their adventure to save this new world that they entered from the clutches of evil. The journey that lies upon them is arduous and tiring indeed. They have passed through many obstacles, crossed ravines, climbed up canyons, and explored deep and dark caverns on their journey, along with defeating lots and lots of hostile creatures.
It sure is tiring. How long has it been since we started?
I don't know myself, but I know that we're getting closer to that mountain. So come on, let's continue.
After walking through the woods for some time, a blue orc with a club and giant round shield in its hands appeared in front of them. The dark red color of dry blood that was painted on the club also caught their eyes, giving off pressure, signaling our heroes of the danger it poses.
Everyone, this looks really bad. I don't think that this orc likes us coming into its territory.
Whoa, we haven't encountered something this big ever since we started. Everyone, be careful. Nothing can stop our journey. I said nothing. Not even this big creature. I will certainly defeat it.
The battle between the heroes and the blue orcs has started. The hunter and the witch both shot and threw their arrows and potion together, only to be blocked by the orc. The battle gets more and more intense. Luckily, the orc only gave its attention towards the projectiles from the hunter and the witch, giving an opportunity for the swordmaster to raise his sword and stab the vicious enemy they encountered. Then,
I got you now, you monster.
a slash was created on the chest of the blue orc, and after a long and intense battle, the blue orc was finally defeated. After defeating the monster, our heroes continued their journey towards the mountaintop. But while they were exploring the jungle, another scary gigantic creature appeared in front of their eyes. The gigantic creature was a green ogre that was covered with bruises and marks. It stood up from its place and walked towards them.
This is an ogre. What's it doing out here in the forest?
From the look he gave us, yeah, he probably think of us as a prey for his dinner. I'm on this journey to rid the evil from the world, not to be a meal for an ogre. Come on, let's defeat it.
Battle broke out between our heroes and their giant enemy. The blows from the ogre were hard and heavy, heard from how hard the tanker's shield sounded.
Out of all my experiences, his blows are really heavy. It feels like getting hit by a tree. Everyone, stay back! His attacks are fatal if you get hit.
The swordmaster tried to close in and managed to slash his sword to the ogre's skin. But the ogre ignored it and continued his onslaught to the tanker.
Does this monster not know pain at all? He doesn't even flinch, and he's not showing any signs of stopping anytime soon.
Suddenly, a sound almost like a whistle cut through the wind. It was the right time for an arrow from the hunter to hit the ogre right at its chest. Then, a dozen more arrows followed its path.
Did not expect arrow to be its weakness. Here, have some more of this.
After a rain of arrows showered towards the ogre, it was wounded, and it retreated to the opposite direction of the mountain.
It's sad that I didn't manage to finish it off.
Finished with the battle, our heroes continued their journey towards the top, facing traps and obstacles hidden inside the forest. While continuing their journey, Angel reviewed some fighting skills used before by all of the heroes. In doing so, she acquired some tips and strategies for them in the future.
Hey Lancelot, can I give a little suggestion about your fighting stance? When you're trying to slash your opponents deeply, try using two hands, and don't just use the weight of the blade while swinging. Try adding some more force into it.
Is that so? That's quite a good tip you got there. Thank you very much.
Pushing on with their travels, the sun set, just as our heroes found an empty area in the middle of the forest. They decided to rest their heads by building a campfire before they continued their journey once dawn breaks.
Hey, we're getting closer to that mountaintop, huh? Honestly, I did not think that it would go this smoothly.
Smoothly would be an understatement, but I can agree with what you said, Andrea.
Oh yeah, by the way, have any of you heard anything about that creature at the top? I heard it's a giant gargoyle that had defeated lots of adventurers before.
Hey, that sounds quite scary. Are we able to beat that kind of a beast?
Seeing their grim expressions and sensing the depressing mood around the campfire, Angel stood up and said,
Come on, you guys. Are we really going to get scared and give up just like that? We've already come this far, and we've already faced tough opponents twice, or even bigger in terms of size. We fought those scary menacing things and went through hard situations after all this time. With all your abilities, I'm sure we can win. I can guarantee it.
What the little lady said is right. We are all strong with our own forte. We've beaten those huge creatures before. The dangerous oak, the gigantic ogre. Adding one more battle to the count would not be much of a difference.
See? That's the spirit I'm talking about. Let's go and beat this beast and go back home together. Are you guys with me?
Yeah!
The long night has finally ended, and they are about to continue their journey all the way to the top of the mountain to meet the final boss. And after walking long enough, they finally arrived.
According to the map, we have already arrived.
Oh, really? I don't see anything here.
Suddenly, they saw something huge and terrifying flying all over them. A gargoyle. The final boss has finally arrived and ready to destroy them all. The gargoyle immediately attacks our heroes. But, luckily, Spencer the tank managed to block the attack.
Are you okay, Angel?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry.
I'm going to go ahead first to fight that gargoyle.
All of our heroes started attacking with everything they got to beat the gargoyle. But Angel just stands there and watches aimlessly. But alas, the gargoyle was not injured due to their attack, and our heroes are starting to get exhausted and badly injured. They started to feel desperate, hopeless of the effort, that there is nothing that they can ever do.
He's too strong. I can't keep up with this strength. My shields can't hold it either.
This is really bad. Nothing can penetrate his skin. All my arrows and our weapons are useless.
I think this is it. We are going to lose here.
At this point, Angel felt useless, because since the beginning, she did nothing but watch them fight. Suddenly, Angel got an idea. She realized that her friends were relying solely on their respective abilities, and because of that, they attacked the gargoyle individually.
Guys, listen up. You won't be able to beat that gargoyle if you still rely on your own abilities. Try to create variations of attacks simultaneously to take down that gargoyle.
After they heard Angel's advice, they started to work together and attack the gargoyle simultaneously. Spencer started to protect the others, while Lancelot managed to focus on attacking, with the others supporting all the help they needed. After our heroes gave everything they got, their efforts finally paid off, and the gargoyle was defeated. They managed to kick off all of the evil creatures from from this world.
Thank you, Angel. Thanks to your ability analyzing the fight, we managed to defeat the gargoyle.
That's right. Otherwise, we won't survive and couldn't defeat the gargoyle.
Thank you, Angel. You truly are great.
Because of our hero's courage in completing the mission and defeating the treacherous gargoyle, all the citizens thank them for freeing them from the clutches of evil. Since they've completed all the missions, they're going to return to their own worlds.
Looks like it's time to go home, to where we belong.
I will never forget this amazing journey.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to you guys, I have now realized what my ability is.
Also, once you get home, keep in mind to always echo your forte. It may help you overcome any challenges and lead you to a better success in the future.
At long last, the journey has finally come to an end. This long ride has taught her to possess the courage to find and echo her forte. It is time to go back to the real world, where another new adventure awaits her. Now, it's your turn to echo your forte.
Or they stated to us about how there is a kind of narrative. For example, they can
it's not as what you expected, right? So by actually provide
the most important stakeholders, high school graduates,
to gain more knowledge, inputting more knowledge in their head, because it makes me explain whatever I want to do in the job. Step up his genius on his own. First and foremost, dedicate the idea of effort.
So Harry realized that creating a human.
So buckle up and get ready because this is going to be.
He just went there and silently hid.
He was devastated.
James was very shocked because
she's been cutting that single hair into small pieces,
robbing the bank. And
so here we confront her and give a very.
It is actually sad, but life.
And getting that middle ground is not actually
right now in the real world, where money
is having late soon. I want to have freedom.
Will robots reduce or increase human and
develop the world adapt?
If happiness was the national currency,
BALTHAZAR
BIDECANDHROPUS
SIFEROUS Vociferous
MASTECTOMY Mastectomy.
Live from Manila, Philippines to Jakarta, Indonesia, welcome to the Asian English Olympics talk shows.
And joining us now is an international relations student who has performed numerous duties for the...
Can you give us a brief explanation about what international relations students study?
Content. Keep watching Inspiration every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. only on Channel 22